All right, what's happening, people? Yeah, we're gonna just hop on stream and come on and talk to you guys. What's going on? Let me see. Yeah, so I got a short on Bitcoin. Let's check in on that. I think it's up. I think Bitcoin's up, right? Let me see. Let's go on Nomics, full screen, Nomics. I give it a refresh. Yeah, literally just powered up my laptop. Cracked a beer, and I was gonna like hang out and watch a movie, but I don't know if there's anything good on. Like, I don't know. Last movie I saw recently, just during this whole lockdown period, I only seen a couple. But the last film I saw was The Gentleman. Guy Ritchie, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. If you like his style, like his type of movies, then you'll love this. It's who's in it? Matthew McConaughey. Yeah, Matthew McConaughey. Hey. He's like plays an American, obviously, but he's living in England, right? He moves to England at the age of 18, 19, gets a scholarship to Oxford. You know, smart dude, but he was like grew up in like a trailer park, and you know, he's figured during college you can make more money shifting wacky backy to all these rich British toffs, you know, some rich kids. So he gets involved in the weed game, and kind of tracks his story. So yeah, it's pretty good. I loved it. Bitcoin 38766. It's good rebound. What is it? 33% rebound, right? 1 week. Let's do 1 week. Let's do the candle. Wow, yesterday 32,268. Was that real? So you kind of got a bullish engulfing, right? In terms of the bodies, not in terms of the total wicks bottom to top. That's kind of hard to do, but bullish engulfing. Okay, and I'm short. So 40k is a big round number. You got a lower here at 42, kind of like a marker point. 1 year. 1 year. Yeah, resistance now, isn't it? It's got a battle through what, 40,000, 41,000, and then it's got more resistance here, more resistance here. It's got work to do. Bitcoin's got work to do. Yeah, I'm still not ruling out a test of 20k, like 21, 22. Look at this. I mean, a test of 20k and then ending up higher for the year. I mean, ending up, I don't know, 50, 60k at the end of the year. It's still not pretty good, right? I don't think it's going to come down to 20 and just fall away. I think you've got smart traders now, smart money. You know, if it comes down to 20, I think they'll be backing truck up. And it's not that far away, right? 40,000 to 20. It can do it. It can do it. Yeah, it's crazy though, isn't it? Pre-2017, these candles. This is a log chart. Yeah, I'm seeing so. No, this is a regular chart, right? 20, 40, 60, 80. Looks wacky now. We're so used to doing log charts. It looks just so wacky. Look at these candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that all it took? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 candles. 6.5 months of incredible action from 10k, 65k. Yeah, I don't know. Look at the size of this candle. Even if it comes up to here, mid 40s, it's still. It's not as bad as this. This is kind of obvious. This top, look, the tweezers and the body, and then the February candle eating into this candle. But that's a doji, right? That's a doji candle on the month. I guess it's a monthly candle. Yeah. Kind of looks like a reversal, right? Kind of looks like a reversal. Yeah. Smart money. What's the volume doing? I still believe in the S-curve adoption, right? But there's going to be more adoption at low prices because Bitcoin doesn't pay anything, right? Its demand is a function of the price, and its volatility is built in to create FOMO and fear and FUD, right? It's like, it's a volatile beast. It's a volatile beast. Anyway, let's get back to, let's see what Hex is doing. Hex. Number 8. 4.28 cents. Transparent volume. What is this? Oh, are they still using Bitmart? That's maybe why. Yeah, maybe why they're so low. Trading volume 21.84 million. Yeah, that's one. It's really throwing off my chart creation because the prices on the historical data keeps changing. It's kind of pees me off. Like, I would come back to this and I'll see the numbers all completely different the next day or the day after. So what was the low? Yeah, during the crash of yesterday, 3.26 cents. That was a good buy, wasn't it? That was a good buy. Lowest price of May was 2.5. Oh, it was 2 cents. 1.9 cents. 1.6 cents. Beginning of the month. And I guess some Hexkins are freaking out. Oh, we're so greedy in crypto. We're so greedy. Yeah, I was on Hex Asians, and Wales was just flummoxed or pissed off, more like, Hexkins talking down their own bag. Yeah, just look. Beginning of the month, 1.6 cents. A month ago, 1.46 cents. Name another asset that goes up triple and people are still complaining and you get paid every day. Quite key. Anyway, so this is what the data I use to build my pink chart. I'll bring that up now. I'll bring that up right now. Boom. I guess it's too big. Oh, here we go. Yes, sir. 10,000x from all-time low, which was January 6, 2020. In 914 days, that was with a design spec or a goal that Richard had in mind to beat Ethereum to 10,000x. And Ethereum outperformed Bitcoin during its launch when a dollar value was injected into the Bitcoin network by, I think it was Laszlo, I forget his last name, it's a Hungarian developer, who exchanged Bitcoin, 10,000 BTC for 2 pizzas and a bottle of Coke. And he's got pictures to prove it, right? Or photos. You go online. So Bitcoin Pizza Day was what? Was it Saturday or Sunday? I think Pomp was giving away free pizza in New York. Good on him. I think Hexkins don't really like Pomp. I think he's all right. I think he's a good guy. I mean, he gets a lot of views. He gets a lot of he gets on CNBC. He's a young dude. He works hard. I've got respect for him. And he kind of like self-made himself, right? Because apparently he wasn't that a big deal on Wall Street. So he carved a niche out for himself in the crypto world. And he got involved into Morgan Creek Digital by networking, got I'm sure lots of allocations of tokens because of his platform. So yeah, I mean, hustler. And even his wife's pretty cute. I think she's from Bulgaria. It's got that American accent, but it's got a hint of a Euro accent onto it. So yeah, she's kind of cute. Yeah, good on him. Right, where we got this saucer, a tilted saucer. You can draw a trend line top, and we're testing, right? And so this is 1 cent right here. It's a log chart. I really love this chart. It's the best chart in my eyes because it just it's makes everything so simple. So January 6th low, 2020. So what we are at coming on 500 days from that low, I believe. February, March, April, May. That's 120, 480. Yeah, we're coming up on 500 days in June. Yeah, right on it. Yeah, right on it. So 914 over here. So another 4 months. 4 months. 4 months to get up to here. It's gonna do it probably around here, right? It's gonna do it this year for sure. It's already hit 7 cents, 7.2 cents. So it just needs to do 4x from here to get to the promised land, our goal. And once it hits 29 cents, it's just, it's gonna next year. You're talking about $1, $2. Yeah, of course it's gonna happen. Yeah, like Wells is saying, it takes a while for smart money now to understand crypto. So we're the smart money. We're getting early, right? We're early adopters of new tech, new platforms, new blockchain technology, triple entry accounting, all that stuff. So, and it's funny, like you see, what's that, Kathy Wood? I've seen some of her videos on YouTube, and super smart. She has crazy like price projections on like Tesla and all tech stocks, and she's been an outperformer on a fund, and so she garners a lot of interest from everyone. And I think she bought some Bitcoin just now, right? Why wasn't she interested in it before? Chamat Palapatia bought in 2012, never sold. Winklevi bought it in around that time, 2011, 2012, never sold. Right? So these guys are decade old, these Wall Street guys. So part of it's because of the opportunity to buy with an insured custodian, right? Part of it is that reason because they've got managing public funds, I guess. I'm not too sure the hedge fund rules, but I'm sure if it's outside of their spectre, they can't invest their dollars. But they could have done it in personally, couldn't they? If they got their eyes to the ground that much and they're in the financial world, why didn't they take a little punt? Before 2015. 2016, even 2017. Why is it taking them so long to figure this stuff out? It's just numbers, right? It's just math, right? Scarcity, 21 million. Yeah. It's a network of earnings, right? As soon as the Laszlo put that dollar value in, it's never looked back, right? It's never looked back. So anyway, what else can you tell from this chart? Okay. Block of price, right? Pump and breakout, test, and away. This is 3 hours capital, Shuzu. I think how much did he put in? It wasn't that much, right? It didn't take that much to pump it. $1 million, 2 million, maybe less than that, 300,000. And he decided not to. He decided not to come in quietly. He decided to pump it. Good on him. One day he will do it again, right? Because he knows he can. Because we talk about it, or Wells talks about it. People on Twitter talk about it, about how easy it is to pump. So he's aware. The guy's still an asshole. He's still doesn't talk about Hex, I don't believe. Why? Because he's afraid to. He's too much of a yeah. Anyway, he's scared to get some shit tainted to his image if he talks about Hex. But him not talking about Hex keeps Hex with that kind of image. So yeah, F you, man. Even though he's our biggest well, and please don't dump. But anyway, he's locked up for 10 years and 15 years. And I always talk about Shuzu and not his homie in the American dude. He seems more like an image dude, like more for a pretty face, pretty big. I'm sure he's smart. But Shuzu seems like the brains behind the organization. Even though maybe the other dude that brought it to Shuzu's senpai attention to get into X. So who knows? Yeah, but they don't really talk to him, do they? On his podcast and YouTube. So yeah. Box breakout test. Another box. This was pretty big payday. Big payday was around here, I believe. And then the crash. Just because of what OA was doing, that caused some FUD, I believe. It caused some concern, even for me. I was like, "Hey, what's going on here?" New Year's Eve pump. It doesn't show the actual 2 cents, but I think that number got strubbed off Nomics, so that's why it doesn't show up on this chart. So it must have been a weird order. Then you got this. You got this Hunt volatility funnel. This is so I think Richard interviewed Francis Hunt, the market sniper, in October, right? And I think they're scheduled to talk again soon. But I think Francis got in around here, and he says he's got quite a big bag. So fair play to him. He brings up Hex when he can, but he's not that interested in it because he can't leverage trade it, right? But he did on Twitter, when I was still on Twitter, bring up this pattern, right? So I think it played out to 2.5 cents, like literally to the level, right? Who knows? I don't think he's staking though, or maybe he is. I'm not too sure. So maybe he just played a pattern, maybe bought some more, but he still talks about Hex, so that's good. He's got a lot of wealthy members in his community, and I believe he went all in stable coins before the Bitcoin dump. So good trader. Boom. What else is going on? This is my Bitcoin short. I put it on earlier. I think it was around here. So pumped, dumped. Well, this is a dump on Bitcoin. This goes up. This is a leveraged short Bitcoin token. Yeah, and you read this correctly. It is what 0014. It's less than a penny. Let's go back historically. These leverage tokens are wild. What was the high? $90. Yeah, so obviously during the bear market it was gaining a lot of look at these pumps. Amazing. 30 to 70. 29 to 90. And now it's just they should kind of rebalance it or something, or do a resplit, but anyway, they don't, because it's blockchain. They got 8 zeros to play with. So anyway, weekly, daily, auto. So recently it's been as high as 2.5 cents. It's just the start of the dump. Okay, 0.0006. Wow, 2.5. Wait, what? 3, 4. It basically did like a 4-5x. 4-5x. Okay. So yeah, shall I hold this position or not? Shall I hold this position or not? Let's look at Bitcoin. So yeah, this is where this arrow here is when I open it, I believe, around there. So if we do go down to 21,000 flush out, if we do go down to 21,000, why would it do that? Candles. Still negative momentum. So this could go up here and fall away again, right? Boom. Let's do a 2-hour candle. So this kind of pattern is what Francis kind of normally plays. And I believe I saw his video earlier today, and it was a pre-recording from the weekend. So he's anticipating a halftime of the crypto bull market and potentially, 6-figure Bitcoin end of the year. Even he was mentioning 200,000 as a potential target. Yeah. So I believe he was short the Head and Shoulders. He made a shit ton of money. I think he started picking up again, accumulation for him. So he still believes in the mega inflation story, but this inflation trade kind of got too crowded, right? Kind of got too crowded. How is gold doing? Gold, GC. Where was it? I had it. Where did it go? Yeah, 1882. 1882. Just kind of hanging around, kind of looking like it wants to consolidate and pop. Silver. Just silver, it's not doing anything. Kind of flagging, but it's been flagging freaking for every year, almost August. Yeah. Metals. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So I was looking back on Arthur Hayes' blog, so I'm just going to read this. It's kind of stuck out. The road to 10K, 25th of March, 2019. So I believe Bitcoin was around under 4,000 at the point, 3,800. So let's read what Arthur has to say. Let's go back in time. This was my last big Bitcoin purchase around here as well. It was around 3,800. I believe I bought like 5, maybe 6. It was so cheap. And I was lucky I had some fiat come my way at the time. So just in time. Okay, so he's talking about the bear market. It was a rough bear market. Did you take your losses like a champ or bottom tick the market with your market close order? The first quarter of 2019 witnessed depressed volumes, volatility, and price. Yeah, if you own an exchange, he owns BitMEX, right? There's no volatility. I remember it was so dry. It was just nothing. Bitcoin's just going sideways, like chopping around 50, 60 bucks a day. It was just doing nothing. The local lows of late 2018 have not been retested. However, the market chop makes me feel like I'm at a Saudi embassy. This was when I think MBS was chopping people's head off. Was it a reporter, journalist, Shoki? Something like that. I forget his name. Yeah. Jesus Christ. All right. The repair or crypto investors' balance sheet is not done yet. Losses must be digested. This is good. This is relevant to what is going on right now. In a kind of a short time frame, right? And the unlucky masses must wage cut a bit longer to get back in the game. All is not lost. Nothing goes up or down in a straight line. 2019 will be boring, but green shoots will appear. Was 2019 boring? I don't believe it was. We had the OneCoin pump. Nobody saw that coming. Nobody saw that coming. Weekly area. Give it this. 2019. Let's go back in time. March. Right here. Literally this article as soon as it popped. So it was volatile, but this period it was just dry. There was nothing going on. 2019 will be boring, but green shoots will appear towards the year end. The mighty central bank printing presses are paused for a while, but economic sophists could not resist the siren call of free money. They are busy inventing the academic crutches. Here's looking at you, MMT, modern monetary theory, to justify the next global money printing orgy. Yeah, they planned this printing orgy with a pandemic. Do not despair. Cripple's worth more than zero. Yeah, cripple was still worth, but nothing can really go to zero, you know. And Justin Sun's New Age religion, Tron paired with the Pope, CZ tells us there are those still willing to eat shit coins with a smile. Oh yes, shit coin for dinner and lunch and breakfast. While Bitcoin, okay, let's read the title. Electric cars and sand schmucks. While Bitcoin is an innovative technology, the technical merits of the protocol do not exist in a vacuum. The world's monetary situation is very important. Yeah, correct. Obviously, the whole reason Bitcoin was invented because of the world's monetary situation. Hence, the Genesis block. It determines how willing investors are able to suspend disbelief and believe crypto fanboys and girls. Yeah. Throughout 2018, the omnipotent Fed began reducing the size of its balance sheet. This is key, man. Like, he's brought it up in the last video I made on Arthur about the balance sheet. Are they rolling over their purchases? Are they making new purchases or not? I mean, that's pretty much what it all boils down to, really. Reducing the size of its balance sheet and raising short-term interest rates. The world still beats to the tune of the US dollar. Financial institutions and governments require cheap dollars. There you go. Financial institutions, banks, investment banks, and governments require cheap dollars. And the Fed happily obliged since the 2008, this has been going for ages, man, 2008 global financial crisis. It's always a credit crunch, right? Tech VC funds won't admit it, but cheap dollars are key to their business. Exactly. How else can you convince LPs, liquidity providers, to continually fund negative gross margin businesses until they scale and achieve profitability? Tesla, Airbnb, Uber, this goes on. Everyone wants to become the next Facebook. Yep. When investing in government bonds, yields zero or negative, desperate investors will do anything it takes to obtain yield. It's all about yield. Tesla is a perfect example. Lord Elon is a master at creating open face appears and torching his investors' money in them. Tesla does not belong on NASDAQ. Wow, strong words from Arthur. But rather as a specialty flavor at the New York Bagel Company. The market disagrees with my Tesla melancholy. Yeah, I mean, Tesla wrecked so many people by going up. I started reading the book, The Market Wizards, and just in the first chapter, an interview with the first trader, a legendary trader. I don't forget his name, but a guy who's made tens of millions of dollars, right? And he was just describing like he operated in the 70s and 80s and 90s, and towards the end, it was kind of like he's kind of like throwing in the towel because he's like the central bank, Greenspan at the time, was like distorting the markets, and he was like and distorting the interest rates naturally of natural interest rates. And he's like, it's harder for me to make my fundamental analysis and plays. The prices of stuff is getting out of whack. Can you imagine what this guy would be thinking now if he's still around, active? And another thing, like really garnered from his experience was like, well, a lot of horror stories from this guy. Even though he, on the back end, was successful, he like lost marriages and relationships because he was tied to his computer. I think at one point he was trading FX and European Opens, and he was on the West Coast, I believe. So trading for the night. And at the start, it was just blowing up accounts left, right, and center. It's just life for a trader. It's gross. It's gross. And he's one of the successful ones. Most people don't get to that stage, right? Anyway, sidebar. Is anyone watching? Yeah, there's one person watching. So yeah, the market disagrees with why Tesla's melancholy. Investors continue to line up to Elon's sexy Tesla hot shit. Shit cakes. Can you blame them? After you are fully invested in the S&P 500, where else will you be able to show alpha exactly to your investors? Yeah. Another example of this free money folly is the Vision Fund. Who runs the Vision Fund? That name sounds familiar. Top tick. The value your investments while still on the SoftBank's books. Oh, SoftBank, is that their fund? Find a group of schmucks from the sand. It's talking about Middle East. That's where the former Deutsche Credit boys come in. Be bold, Deutsche Credit boys. Oh yeah, because of the Dubai sovereign debt collapsed in 2011. All those buildings and skyscrapers built on fakery. Why can't we have that fakery in London and Western countries, right? Sell your Mark II fantasy private unicorns into the vehicle populated by your sand schmucks. Wow, he doesn't hold his punches, Arthur. Sell your Mark II fantasy private unicorns into the vehicle populated by your sand schmucks. Yeah, Saudis, they're not that smart. They're really rich, but they're not that smart. Persians are very smart. Look at the history. Take your cash and pay out to your Japanese investors as dividends. What? Take your cash and pay out to your Japanese investors as dividends. Oh, what? A Ponzi. Is it a Ponzi? It's a shell game, isn't it? These entities thrived while the Fed held rates at 0% and reinvested their treasury and mortgage-backed securities rolling off of these purchases, right? Everything's dependent on these Fed purchases and the balance sheet. Tesla hit its all-time high in mid-2017. Since then, Elon has struggled to generate enough buzz to keep his stock elevated. Now he came back with a vengeance. I'm sure he isn't thrilled that bondholders are due close to $1 billion in cash because the stock price failed to scale 360. Wow, that's why I remember this part. Elon's flipping out. I think he was in trouble there at this point. He was flipping out on Twitter. That's why he was threatening to take Tesla private with Saudi money, right? The Visions Fund Sand Schmucks also got cold feet. They balked when the fund proposed to invest an additional $20 billion into the WeBro company. The check size got sliced down to $2 billion. Whoa. When dollars get scarce, here we go. This is key. When dollars get scarce, suddenly investors discover value investing all over again. Yeah. Dollars are freely available. That's the problem. They're not printing naturally on an annual basis. They're crazy. They're doing crazy stuff. The Fed. The height of crypto silliness in December 2017 occurred just before the Fed embarked on its quantitative easing tightening. Yeah, there you go. That's key. Quantitative tightening by the Fed. CME launching, saying they want to attain the Bitcoin price. The 2018 pain train spared no crypto asset or shitcoin, but things are changing. The Fed couldn't stomach a 20% correction in SPX SP 500. The recent Fed minutes, the dot plot now shows no rate increases for the rest of 2019. The Fed will start reinvesting its runoff into the third quarter. We are only a hop, skip, and a jump away from expanding Fed balance sheet. So, yeah, they expanded it all right. Flipping heck, did they? Well, I think we're at $8 trillion. Those are quote unquote assets, right? That the Fed holds that they use to print dollars, right? And allows governments like Biden. It's funny, they never let Trump have any money, but they're giving shit ton to Biden, right? That's how you know your bread is buttered. Beijing knows China must rebalance its economy away from credit-fueled fixed asset investment. Beijing knows China must rebalance its economy away from credit-fueled fixed asset investment. What's a fixed asset investment? Like a warehouse, a factory, property? However, Xi must not have the political cojones to push this sort of painful change through. Therefore, the People's Bank of China said "fuck it" to any attempt to rein in credit growth. Yeah, they print more of its currency than dollars, and they peg their newly printed currency to a peg rate of dollars. It's complete farce. And they have the goal to call Bitcoin or ban Bitcoin. It's insane. So you give China $1, they convert into 7 wands, right? And it's not freely traded. So the market can't decide how relatively valuable their currency is. They say no, it's worth 7 or something, 6.8. The two most important central banks are creeping back into super easy credit regime. Yeah, this is what's the date of this article again? 25th of March 2019, end of last decade, right? We are super into this decade of free money. XBT USD, that's Bitcoin. Fed balance sheet, okay. Total assets, one is being BitMix, okay. API Explorer. US 10-year Treasury rate since 2017. US 10-year, okay. Let's have a look. What's the red line? Red line is the 10-year Treasury rate. That's basically the cost of money. That's basically kind of tracks your mortgage rate. This 10-year Treasury rate, right? The banks will tack on like 0.5% or 1% or whatever. Fed balance sheet. Look at these guys. They were tightening during Trump's reign. This is indexed, right? December 2017. This is the Bitcoin top. They were tightening. Wow. Blue line Bitcoin indexed. Yeah, look at that. Bitcoin went down from this. That's the high. That was the start of December. That's like December 17. 80% wipeout. The Fed Treasury balance sheet went from 100 here, indexed, down to basically 90. They took off 10%. What happened to the interest rate when they were tightening? Yeah, here we go. This is when the market freaked out and the rates started to rise. So the cost of money started to reflect the Fed not purchasing easy money, right? So this is what. Here we go. Yeah, decision hike 25 basis points. Hike 25 basis points, 2%, 2.25%. Imagine back in the day they were trying. I don't know what they were trying to do. Basically kill Trump. Right, killed a stock market pump on his watch. People's Bank of China monetary actions. People's Bank of China balance sheet, total assets 1 year. Reserve ratio cut 100 basis points. You've heard of fractional reserve banking. This is what they're making more credit available, right? Make more money in the system. Infrastructure stimulus, okay, local government infrastructure bonds, cash injection, 500 billion Chinese yuan, what's that, $100 billion, open market operations, reserve ratio cut another 100 basis points, currency strengthening, 32 billion in FX reserves spent. What are they doing there? I don't know. Guaranteed share collateral committed 25 billion Chinese yuan to government share liquidations. Reserve ratio cut another 100 basis points is 1%. Tax cuts, personal low income households, cash injections, open market operations, tax cuts, VAT, highest bracket. Easy money will manifest itself in other higher profile, more liquid dog shit before crypto. He was right. He called us correct. 2019 will feature an IPO, beauty pageant, or some of the best cash destroying businesses. Uber, Lyft, Airbnb, and possibly the Wii company all rumored to IPO this year. Lyft is apparently oversubscribed for its upcoming IPO. Oh, baby, this is going to be a fun year. If these beauties can price at the top of the range and trade above the IPO price, we know that the party time is back. Oh, that's good take. That's a really good take. Crypto will be the last asset class to feel the love. Yeah, yeah. Too many people lost too much money in too short a time period to immediately FOMO back into the markets. Get excited. Green shoots will begin to appear in early quarter 4. Free money and collective amnesia are powerful drugs. Free money and collective amnesia are powerful drugs, yeah. Also, after 2 years of wage cucking, punters should have a few shekels to rub together. I love that term, wage cucking. The 2019 chop will be intense. Dude, it was intense, yeah. But the markets will claw back to 10,000. They did. That is a very significant, yeah. Going from 4-digit Bitcoin to 5-digit Bitcoin, massive. Now we look at what, a 40k Bitcoin, a 30k Bitcoin. We see 30k Bitcoin as cheap. We went as high as 65, people. That is very significant psychological barrier. It's nice, sexy round number. 20,000 is the ultimate recovery. Yeah, took that out. However, it took 11 months from 1,000 to 10,000, but less than 1 month from 10,000 to 20,000, back to 10,000. Wow, December. It went from 10,000 to 20,000, back to 10,000. This is kind of what Bitcoin's done right now, right? It went from, not in a month. So that's the top. That kind of extreme candle. Melissa Lee of CNBC fame. Peep this, 10,000 is my number, and I'm sticking to it. Remember, this price right now when he wrote this was at 3,800. That's a big call. People were calling for $1,000 Bitcoin. Tone vase, right? All right. Another good blog article from Arthur. All right. End stream. Yeah, end stream.